Hey gamers, have you ever trusted a game review, shelled out your hard-earned cash based on a hype, only to feel totally betrayed when the game was a buggy mess or a total flop? Yeah, I've been there too, and I know I'm not alone. I'm Ixter, the CEO at Rate That Game, a startup that kicked off in October 24 with the aim to bring back some credibility to gaming journalism. Stick around, because in this video I'm going to tell you how. Let's cut to the chase. Gaming journalism is broken. It's been a decade plus of corruption, clickbait, and journalists who seem to live on a completely different planet from us gamers. Take No Man's Sky, hyped to the stars by journalists in 2016, but it launched unfinished, missing half of the promised features. Gamers felt lied to, while some outlets doubled down on their praise. Then there's Cyberpunk 2077. Reviewers allegedly got wined and dined by CD Projekt Red, who gave it glowing scores, and left us with a glitch fest that barely ran. Metacritic tells the story best. Journalists gave Dragon Age: The Veilguard an 8.2, but gamers a brutal 3.9. That's not a difference of opinion. That's a credibility crater. This has been going on for years now. Have you ever heard of the Cuphead tutorial fiasco? Back in 2017, a journalist, Dean Takahashi from VentureBeat, posted gameplay where he couldn't even get past the tutorial, failing repeatedly to manage basic jump mechanics. He later called it soul-crushingly difficult and even went on to compare the game to Dark Souls. Gamers lost it. Here's a guy paid to critique games and he can't even handle jumping in a platformer after 20 years in the industry. Imagine a food critic without taste buds. That's how unbelievable this is. How can any gamers trust a single word these people say? Then there's Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League in 2024. Some journalists praised its live service potential and cinematic storytelling, but gamers? They slammed the grindy gameplay, repetitive missions, and blatant cash grab vibes. On Metacritic, journalists gave it a 6 out of 10, while users tanked it with a 2.9. The hype didn't match the reality, and players felt the sting again. And what about The Last of Us Part 2? Some journalists gave this game a glowing review, praising its narrative depth and representation. Think near perfect scores, but a huge chunk of the gaming community felt let down by its story choices, pacing, and character arcs, arguing it put message over mechanics. The divide got messy, with journalists often brushing off player critiques as toxic, instead of engaging with them. It sits at a 5.8 out of 10 on Metacritic compared to 9.3 out of 10 given by journalists. I could go on with countless examples, but I'm sure you're clued up enough to know the score by now. And then there's politics. Yep, it's 2025 and it's inescapable at this point. Too many reviews read like culture war manifestos instead of game critiques. Whether it's bashing a title for its lack of DEI or criticising a title for pushing their political viewpoints, journalists keep dragging their baggage into the picture, turning escapism into activism. Most of us just want to know, is it fun, not does it align with my ideology? That's where Rate That Game comes in. We're not just a review site, we're a rebellion against these bad practices. Built by gamers, for gamers, RTG focuses on transparency and accountability, two things that these big outlets can't touch. We're here to restore integrity and we need you to join us. Here's how it works. First, we ditch the shady middleman. No more relying on single journalists with hidden paychecks. Instead, user-generated reviews let real gamers, you, rate the games and share unfiltered thoughts. No backroom deals and no corporate nonsense. Just honest original reviews focused on the game, not the drama. Next, say goodbye to those mysterious 7 out of 10 scores that mean nothing. Our category-based scoring breaks it down. Gameplay, story, graphics, sound, performance, monetization, you name it, all rated separately by the community and our team. You'll see exactly why a game scored the way it did, with average scores across all criteria for total clarity. And transparency, we've got it locked down. Every review shows who wrote it, and every score explains how it was calculated. Player profiles even list favourite games and past reviews so you know if the reviewer's taste matches yours. No secrets, what you see is what you get. And accountability, that's where our community shines. Call out bad takes, debate scores, and keep us honest. Try sneaking in a biased review and you'll probably get roasted faster than an Elden Ring speedrun. This isn't one voice pushing a narrative, it's all of us together holding the line for integrity. RTG will also hold open dialogue with its community on ethics and standards. So what do you say? Are you fed up with the dishonesty? Do you think gamers deserve better? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I want to hear your take. And then head to ratethatgame.com right now, rate a game, share your review, and let's build a future where the truth actually matters. And if you're passionate about changing gaming journalism, we're looking for volunteers and content creators. Email info@ratethatgame.com with your skills or hit us up on X at ratethatgame. Smash the like button if you're with us, subscribe for more gaming truth bombs, news and reviews. Let's take back our games one honest review at a time, because at Rate That Game, gamers speak and the truth wins. Thanks.